Hi, everyone. I'm Wang, Professor of Marketing and Chair of the Marketing International Business and Strategy Department at Goodman School of Business. It's my honor and pleasure to share with you about my views on teaching and the importance of application of knowledge to real-world problems in the higher education. I consider being a professor a noble and sacred profession, and educational leadership a lifelong process. Reflecting upon my journey from early childhood to the PhD program, I was blessed to have several teachers who not only care for my intellectual development but my life and career. I hope I may offer the same to my students. This quote by Tom Peters has always inspired me. Leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. My expectation is to help my students to become leaders in their field, leaders who will contribute to the society in a positive way. Education is not just about transmission of information, but about character building. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Covey identified the importance of character traits. I agree that character development is vital to an individual's success, and there's no shortcut around it. Not only will it have an effect on students' academic performance, but also on their lives and careers. I also believe it's my responsibility to model an example of good character and qualities that students will need to succeed in the short and long term. A commitment to staying current is crucial in every field of study in this rapidly changing world. When I started pursuing my PhD in 2002, social media, VR, AR, AI, machine learning were not mentioned in the marketing field. Now, everyone in the marketing field, no matter in the industry or academia, learn and study how to apply new media and technologies in marketing activities. As educators, we help students to move forward into the future with the tools that they need to succeed. We also need to keep up to date and continuously review and improve how we deliver knowledge in the classroom. One of my goals as a business professor is to build bridges between the world of academia and business in the real world. I have found that the best framework for achieving this goal is through experiential learning. It provides students with opportunities for practical application of what they have learned in the classroom to grapple with real-world problems community partners face. When students interact with community partners, they also learn to take challenges, manage uncertainty, and develop perseverance. For instance, to face the fast-changing business world, individuals need to be versatile and willing to take challenges. When students start their career after graduating, they may be able to choose the industry and companies for whom they work, but they may not necessarily be able to determine the clients. Business and organizations face different challenges. When students work with community partners from different industries, they learn how to identify and define a problem. I always remind my students that sometimes community partners don't even know what their real problem is. The students in the experiential learning situation have to take on challenges of doing research in order to identify problems and symptoms in order to offer solution. For learning to manage uncertainty, I'm reminded of blog that talking about well-structured and ill-structured problem. A well-structured problem is a classroom problem. There's always a right answer to a well-structured problem. An ill-structured problem is called a real-world problem. When we ask students to solve real-world problems, there's not only one answer or a single best solution to the problems that they encounter. Such uncertainty mimics real-world situation. Students learn to develop a plan out of their best knowledge given uncertain conditions. Finally, perseverance. It's from personal experience that I learned perseverance makes everything possible. My first time overseas in 2002 as a doctoral student and teaching assistant at University of Wisconsin. I had to conduct 5 discussion sessions with over 200 students. It was a daunting goal since English is not my first language. In addition to preparing on the subject matter, I arranged to meet my language partner every week to practice and improve my presentation skills. After persevering in this way for years, I received a Gold Star Teaching Award. When students express their concern about the challenges of service learning projects because of their lack of experience or high standards expected of them, I encourage them to persist. Even when the pandemic started last March, I advised my students to follow the weekly schedule to complete required work and communicate with partners. While many instructors cancel the last few classes, all my students complete their presentations and the projects successfully. It's an accomplishment that they can be proud of. The courses I develop are designed with experiences for students to solve problems and build character. In addition to challenge taking, managing uncertainty, and perseverance, human skills are equally valuable. For instance, strong communication skills, diplomacy, and accountability can influence the outcome of the project. Students who participate in experiential education modules have the opportunity to practice and improve their communication, teamwork, and leadership skills, and show their attitude and work ethic. Higher education provides many tools and experiences. It teaches students how to learn. It's an ongoing and a lifelong process, and the foundation they build upon. There's a Chinese saying, once a teacher, always a teacher. We teachers are responsible for and being part of this foundation building process. This is what I value most as a teacher. Thank you for your listening.